Hello, this is Danya Rose with the Signal Group to speak to you about compensation plans and how they normally evolve as the company's strategy and priorities change. It's useful to create the expectation in your sales organization, your sales leadership, and confirm what your finance organization is probably already suggesting, that over time, sales compensation as a percent of revenue or margin or whatever your primary measure is should decrease in most companies. This is reasonable because the salesperson becomes less and less prominent as the company builds the product and service value, the brand awareness, the selling tools, lead generation capabilities, and the complexity of the offering. Generally, sales compensation for each salesperson should continue to increase with the labor market, but each salesperson's productivity should increase by an even greater amount. This will be true in many companies and is in some sense a measure of the effectiveness of the sales leadership and their efforts to continue to increase the value of the selling function to the company. However, in some mature industries where there are industry-wide standards about how sales are compensated, and a strong example of this would be real estate, one might not expect this to necessarily hold true. This slide shows a picture of how this might work in a very simple situation for a company just starting in year one as it matures through the 10th year of operation. In the first year, you can see that we're paying our salespeople, we have two of them, and we're paying them each $100,000 a year for producing $1 million of revenue. So we are actually paying the salespeople 10% of revenue to get the product sold. Each year, the total compensation earned by the salesperson goes up somewhat, and each year we're adding people to our sales force, and each year the amount of productivity the salesperson is expected to generate goes up even faster than their compensation, so that by the time we get to year 10, our salespeople are each earning $184,000 a year. There are 28 of them, and each one is producing almost $3.7 million in revenue for a total overall cost of comp of 5%. So over this 10-year period, the salesperson is earning 84% more by the 10th year than they were in the first year. They are producing 268% more per person. This is, of course, on average. Some will be well above this and some will be below it. And the cost of compensation has been cut in half. At the same time, presumably the company has been investing in a lot of good strategies and good infrastructure, which are part of why the salesperson has been able to be more and more successful. It's helpful to have this long-term picture in mind. It would not be reasonable to expect this pattern to hold every single year, year over year. But over a set of 3 to 5 years, you should certainly see this trend in place in most companies. Thank you for listening, and be sure to look around our website for a lot of great sales compensation information. Join the discussion in the comments section on many of our web pages, and let us know if there's anything we can do to help you with your sales compensation plans.